Hello and welcome to BeerGenius. I'm Jameson, Huckaba, editor-in-chief.
And I'm Jeffrey Ward, chef in training and
resident chef.
Resident chef. That's officially my
BeerGenius.
title.
Resident chef.
Resident chef.
So we just finished our beer dinner. We're going with a little bit of what I think is an awesome way to wrap up the evening. This is a whiskey barrel-aged smoked porter from O'Fallon Brewing Company out of O'Fallon, Missouri. And O'Fallon has been churning out some really awesome stuff lately. Just absolutely unbelievable. Has the respect of a lot of the guys in the industry in this area. And so I managed to find one of theirs. I actually had this on draft the other day, so I'm anxious to see how it varies when it's in the bottle. So we're going to give it a go. It's got... clocks in around 7% alcohol, I think. It's got this nice little wax top to it, which I'm going to sort of cut through here, and we're going to get into this beer and see if it's any good or not. You know, I really like the smoked porters just because it's a delicate balance between really overdoing the smoke or getting it just right. Now, the version I had on draft was absolutely awesome for the fact that it was really well balanced, really, really drinkable. Let's see if we can get into this. This is one of the more difficult wax tops I've ever encountered. Definitely not your average Maker's Mark one, we'll put it that way. So, okay. I see some light here, so meaning the bottle cap. There we go. There we are. So let's break this sucker open and see what we get. Ta-da.
You know, maybe it's just me, but I have not had O'Fallon yet. Unless you can tell me that I have.
I don't think you have.
Okay.
So they've been busting out a lot of really good stuff lately. So
okay.
Wine glasses for this, that's fine. You can serve it in a Pilsner or a pint glass if you want to. I prefer something that allows me to smell it a little bit easier, which is why I always use those New Belgium Glow glasses. Instead, we're going to go with wine glasses this time because that's what was around.
That's what I have. I drink wine as well.
As do we all.
We could have Wine Genius too.
I know the guy who owns that domain name. I don't think he's giving it up anytime soon. By the way, BeerGenius.com. I need to get it eventually. Guy wants me to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. He's going to give it to me. That was kind of an asshole thing to say. Should edit that out.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever.
Oops.
Okay, let's get into this beer. It is, it's definitely a porter. I can't see through it. It's dark. It's got a nice, rich, kind of a khaki head. Reasonably persistent. It's pretty great. On the nose. Oh, man. Huh. I'm getting that toasted barley. There's no confusion with the coffee here, and it's almost like a charred, smoked.
You know, I have a crazy nose. And I am smelling like smoked summer sausage.
I'm getting bacon.
It's
like
bacon, or
it smells like my house after I cook breakfast in the morning, and I have some residual on the grill from last night. You know, so that's what I'm getting from it. It's kind of awesome. You know?
It's a weird smell, but it's awesome.
It's pleasant. It's really very pleasant. Let's give it a taste.
Yeah, definitely.
Carbonation on this seems to be a bit higher than what I had the other day, which I think is for the better, actually. I think it makes the beer a bit more interesting than it otherwise would be. Very, very smooth. Really well put together. It's like a big, creamy conglomerate that you have to search really hard to pick out the individual parts in it. So I kind of like that, actually.
Yeah. It just means it's put together well if you can't individually pick out, you know, go this, and this.
Right.
It's
totally
one.
Agree.
It's cohesive.
Totally agree. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla in here, which is nice. It kind of rounds out your typical, you know, porter style where they really focus on the roasted malt and maybe some hops on top. getting almost no hop signature whatsoever to this.
No, it's definitely not.
It's a true
hoppy.
porter.
It's not bitter. It's not.
Sure. I don't think the smoke's too much either. I think it's just right. So, really very pleasant. I really like this beer, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh.
O'Fallon Brewing Company. This is Sable, everyone. Say hello.
Yeah. This is
our
my puppy. Resident puppy.
Resident puppy.
Yeah.
And a really good dog when she doesn't jump up on people's laps.
She just wants to be on camera.
That's right. So, no, this is very pleasant.
Yeah.
It's well-rounded. It's well put together. It's scary drinkable. I think it clocks in at 7% alcohol. So, it's kind of boozy, you know. It's not an imperial of any type, you know, but it's definitely kind of boozy. So, you know, I don't know anything about the whiskey barrels that it's aged in particularly, but
definitely noticed the writing on this. Nice in marker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It is a very, very, very limited edition. Only 2,398 bottles of these
bottles were produced, and this is bottle number 284. And this was actually handwritten on this bottle, which is kind of cool. And it was bottled on the 10th of January. So kind of a unique deal there. Maybe we can give the camera a shot of that. Yeah. So I've got macro on here. That shouldn't be a problem. Here we go. 284 of 2398. And that is the O'Fallon Whiskey Barrel Aged Porter. Just an awesome, awesome beer. I'm really quite impressed. Of course, the microphone can't hear you, but that's okay. Yeah. So we'll come back here. Really impressed with this beer. Really, really enjoyable. I'm going to put this beer at a 94 out of 100, Jeff.
94?
What are you feeling?
I would feel it right at... My first instinct was to go like an 89.
Right.
But like an 89 to... I could put it a couple points above and say a max score of like a 92.
Sure.
But my incline is right at 89.
Okay, so let's bump it to maybe a 93, I think. You know, and which is probably a little more appropriate. A nice beer, really well done, really well put together, which I really appreciate. So that's O'Fallon Brewing Company, O'Fallon, Missouri. I need to figure out where this beer is distributed, and you'll be able to see at the end of this post if you can get it or not. So hopefully you can. They've been churning out some really awesome stuff, and this is nice. I'll definitely be drinking the rest of this after we shut off the camera.
Yeah, definitely.
So 93 out of 100, O'Fallon's Whiskey Barrel Aged Smoked Porter.
It's a mouthful.
It is. It's a mouthful, most definitely. So thank you for watching so much. Check us out on the web, BeerGenius.net, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.